We believe in God, and we all need Jesus, 'cause life is hard, and it might not get easier, but don't be afraid to know who you are, and don't be afraid to show it. If you believe in God, if you say you need Jesus, He'll be where you are, and He never will leave you. Oh, never will leave you.
When we landed, seeing the devastation just really, it broke my heart. And understanding that even though there's so much brokenness, there's so much hope here in Haiti as well. And finding that hope and the joy in the children and the people we're working with has been really, really huge. And just hearing the stories of how just different people's lives were saved is very incredible. And it's definitely made me feel more in touch with the Haiti people, for sure.
Le monde derrière nous, la croix devant Dieu. Le monde derrière nous, la croix devant Dieu. Le monde derrière nous, la croix devant Dieu. Moi pas tourner, moi pas tourner. Non, moi pas tourner, moi pas tourner. Non, non, moi pas tourner. Moi pas tourner, moi pas tourner.
Ça c'est le front.
Non, qui boit trop devant là.
Regardez.
Ok, c'est le front. Qui là, vous nous un seul coup. Quittez votre plein, quittez votre plein.
Came down here because I felt of the need for help after the earthquake. It's made me much more aware of the extreme poverty down here, and it has certainly given me a new perspective on global social justice. I see that they are very happy people in spite of the extreme poverty and the environment they live in, and I think our presence has been important.
So how do you feel about all this bucket moving that we've been doing?
Bucket moving's great.
Looks like we've
Just-
looks like we've accomplished a fair amount here.
Yeah, we really have. Look at that. Amazing.
People here have made me realize that you really don't have to have all the gadgets and items you think you have to have. All you need is God in your heart. And I knew that, but now I've seen how people live that. And that has truly made me a better person.
D'aller plus loin, par ces étoiles, vivre et mourir. T'es fin perdu, visite mon Dieu, cherchez mon qui dans la peine péché. Si on reconnaît péché, libre pour pardonner.
I think I came down here with the idea of helping people, and I realized that the people here, I think, have actually helped me, and helped us by helping restore our faith and showing us what beautiful people they are, which is really the irony of it. We came down here to help, and I think we're the ones who were helped as much or more than they were.
So we have Noah, and Noah is going to take animals 2 by 2 and line them up.
Tout le monde, there's gonna be the Lord said to Noah,
Bonjour, s'il vous plaît, et merci, et avec quoi?
How has this mission to Haiti changed you?
I think it's made me understand cultural nuances a lot more in seeing how many different ways there are to do something, whether it's move a bucket of dirt or teach a child or show affection or serve your community, serve your church. You know, it's broadened my horizons.
Sitting on the table? Yes. What are you doing?
Yeah, I thought it was
When we hear about Haiti and we hear about the earthquake, we think in terms of devastation and poverty. If we see people here who are living active lives, people can be happy anywhere. I mean, as poor as they can be, they're finding happiness and hope where they can. And at the same time, they're still in need and they're looking for hope. And it's a combination of the two. But we toured through the neighborhood here last night and we saw people where they live. They're very friendly, very welcoming. And it's all about being here and building connections with these folks.
Mellier.
I see richness in their joy. They're so happy in everything they do, even despite, children having one meal a day. Yet they're running around here happy. We don't hear a lot of crying. Everyone seems very joyful. They just put everything into everything they do. Their cooking is incredible. The way they play is incredible. Their songs they sing in church, they put their whole heart into it. So I think that's real rich.
Why don't we do our own spin? Woo!
beautiful here. It's not all destruction and damage and earthquake trauma. There's also people just living their lives with their families, going to work, getting dinner, doing the laundry, the same as at home. They're also happy. There's lots of smiles, lots of singing, lots of hysterical laughter from the children, and they all share whatever they have with everybody around them.
Haiti is a tragically beautiful place. There's a lot of hurt and destruction and poverty, but it is one of the most hopeful and lovely and beautiful places I can imagine. And I fell in love with the people and the country, so I keep coming back. And I'm a fixer by nature, so I had that moment of realizing that yeah, it is too big and too hard for me, and I can't fix it or change it. But that wasn't the point. What I could do was affect the small corner that I was in, and I could send a kid to a clinic so he didn't have to die of diarrhea, so that I could give a family rice and beans and water so that the mother could breastfeed her child. We could make friends and we could be present, and I could see the world for the first time the way that God sees the world.
Il a bougé déjà?
On va commencer. Oui, ça c'est très bien. Comment ça?
Après ça, elle a fait vous monsieur.
Et le monsieur?
Après ça, elle a fait vous là. Monsieur, maître.
Ah oui. Très
I think every day is full of different incidents that just wake you up and say, wait a sec, what does your life mean? What are you doing? Where are you going? I want them to know that Haitians are proud, that Haitians are rebuilding their own country. Haitians are rebuilding their own church. We're helping them. They're doing it. I think we should know that we can help. We can't do it for them. They'll do it in their own time. We should listen to them and do what it is they'd like us to do in order to help them get through and rebuild.
The workers and the members of church so love when the team come, because when the team come, they come to help. They know when the team come, they bring money to help the work of God. They make progress. I want to bring that news the way my Asian brothers living. I think you'll learn a lot about that. And the way they work, about the wage, about the food. You know, my Asian people living in a bad situation. And when you come, more than you come, more as you come, more as the hope progress into them.
A moment like this, I sing out this song. I sing out a love song to Jesus. In a moment like this, I sing out this song. I sing out a love song to you. Singing Hallelujah. Singing Hallelujah. Singing Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Once again. And moment like this, I sing out a song. I sing out a love song to Jesus. And moment like this, I sing out a song. I sing out a love song to you. Singing singing hallelujah, singing hallelujah, singing hallelujah, hallelujah.
Yay!
That's me.